The other day I got an email that I thought was a little surprising. It said, "Professor, are you burned out?" And it went on to point out how the pandemic, but also I think the whole academic life right now, is leading to so many professors to burnout. We've heard about the great resignation where people are leaving jobs around the world, and people who are staying on the jobs express burnout. And what they mean by that is just worn out, tired out, especially those in the front lines of service, such as health workers. But burnout actually means something deeper, says the literary scholar and psychoanalyst Josh Cohen. He says it goes beyond our jobs. It goes to our roles in society, where we begin to feel that they're meaningless. What we thought we were doing suddenly falls short, and we feel a crisis of who am I? I feel numb to the world, and what should I do now? Another version of this is what's called backsliding. And let me explain by an example from politics. Around the world, democracies are backsliding, say many political scientists. People are getting happier and happier with more voting restrictions, less freedom of speech, more jobbing by people in political parties in the background. People aren't complaining. And we're backsliding in countries that have cleaned up corruption. They backslide and let it happen again. Even in fighting malaria, Ecuador has eliminated malaria 3 times. How can that be? Because they get rid of the insects, but they don't maintain. And the insects migrate back in from Brazil and Peru, and pretty soon they've got malaria-bearing mosquitoes again. And so it is with our personal lives. Aristotle called it akrasia, when we decide to do something and then just don't do it. Thomas Schelling, the Nobel Prize-winning economist, called it the intimate contest for self-command, where we behave as if we were 2 people. One of us saying, "I'm going to go exercise." The other saying, "I'm tired right now. I think I'll stay home and surf the net." And so it is with addiction and many forms of disease. Addicts often get up in the morning and say, "No more cocaine for me. I'm done. I know how bad this is." And they're serious. In the evening, they go to the club. They hear the music. They smell the smoke. They see the same people, and they see the lines of cocaine. And psychologists have shown this as if their brain clicked into a different person. The 2 people battling each other, the one that wants to stop the cocaine, and now this one saying, "I'm here, I'm tempted, I'm in." And the next morning it proceeds again. So the question is, what can we do about backsliding? It's certainly perennial in callings that we have with our lives. We've decided we want to be this kind of person, behave this way, follow these examples. And then if we don't keep up on it, it slides away from us, and we become a vestige of what we promised we would be. All religions have tools and mechanisms to fight backsliding. Group meetings, reading scripture together, studying together, being accountable to each other for our own practices. Similarly, people going to the gym together, making bets with each other who's going to lose the most weight or be able to do the most reps 1 month from now. All these are devices to help ourselves not backslide. And I want to add one more technique to the list, and that is the idea of using positive cues and not just avoiding negative cues. Can we set up things that remind us of when we were feeling the full enthusiasm of our calling? Remind us of when we saw the glow of that big insight that really changed our lives. Remind us of times that we felt grateful, even to get up in the morning and enjoy the sunshine. And times where we shared and served not out of duty, not out of feeling that we had to do this to be a good person, but out of the sheer joy of having that calling, having that insight. What were the cues that did that for us? How can we recapture that feeling, that calling, that message that we want to give out there? And I think in this book, we're going to see a lot of examples of ways to discipline ourselves in a joyous way to live the lives we know we want to live.